Alright, we are going to change an AirTech pad from an AirTech nose pad arm. If you look here, there's a typical AirTech pad. You've probably seen this. If you're watching this video, it's because you have something like it. You see the nose pad arm is a curved section. It has a teardrop fully enclosed metal piece. Now the pad, being an AirTech pad, fits inside. It has a little groove around where the nose pad arm actually fits into it, like a lip, almost like a gasket. Would fit over something. Now, to peel it off or to take out the nose pad, you see I grab a little bit of the lip. It's probably more feasible to grab the lip from the front and peel either upwards this way, or you could peel downwards just enough to get that back out a little bit, and then you can pull the pad out. You can see there's that groove. You've got the front, it's got a little bit longer lip than the back. That is typical with the AirTech, and that's how it holds into that nose pad arm. At the base of the pad, you'll see a small hole. It's probably hard to see in this video, but there is a small hole at the base of that pad, or the bottom portion of this pad. That lets air flow in and out of the pad just like an air active pad would, but this could be considered like an air active pad, yet for its own design. Air active pads are generally only snap and screw in fits, so you won't see that here. But as you see, I popped it in. Was kind of a backwards method of how I popped it out. Very simple. Put it in at an angle and then push the rest through. Make sure the lip comes around. Now you probably want to know about any alternative pads. We do have one. For those of you who have a nose pad arm that looks just like this, that is for the AirTech. There is one other pad that we do have. It's called an AirTech sock. You see it right down here at the bottom. Looks just like an AirTech. If you're getting the visual I'm seeing, you from the light, you kind of get that little glow around. That's that little ridge we were talking about, and that little pocket in the center. That's the air pocket for the AirTech pad. The AirTech sock looks different. You still have that little pocket inside, yet there is no ridge around. If you look, it's just a fully enclosed pad. Now the difference here, there is no bottom hole for the air to flow in. You can see that there's nothing here. If I turn this pad over to the top of the pad, you'll see there's a larger hole. This larger hole is responsible for letting air in and out, but the main purpose of this hole is for mounting. So we're going to take this large piece right here and put the pad right at the tip of it and push on. Now it's going to look a little awkward because it's basically like a sock fitting over a foot. Alright, more like a tight one, but push that on. You might have to pull back a little bit and push up just to, oops, fully came off. You're gonna have to do it a couple times to get it on. If it's first, this pad's been inserted and put on a couple times. It should have a little bit of more wear, a little bit easier time getting on, but here we go. We kind of pulled it forward, pulled it back so we could snug it around. Make sure that the only portion of the hole is really where the stem of the nose pad arm comes in, and you've got the full silicone going around. Now if you look at it, compare the two, the way they are in the frame, you can see the metal is more visible here from the nose pad arm, whereas it's encased here with the AirTech sock. Either pad is good to use. There's not one better than the other. You probably have a little bit more cushion here, as you notice. If I push on that, you can see like the pressure of the air like a pillow. Whereas there is some here. Obviously, you have a hollow point here in the center of the pad, just like this. But the pad isn't quite as bulky as the AirTech, so the cushion's a little bit less. But as far as a nose pad that may hold on better, I would suggest the AirTech sock. That is going to stay on a lot better. Let's say you bump your nose on something, or set it down, or you got a little child playing with your glasses. They probably won't get this pad off, but they might peel that and pop that out a little bit. AirTech, those are good pads, but AirTech sock, you want to try them out. They're just like the AirTech, but they fit over. And lifetime of the pads probably about the same. They're both full silicone molds, so you're gonna get probably the same wear from either one of them. And now I'm gonna look how to take the AirTech sock off. You saw how we had to put it on, slip it on over it, and now what we're gonna do, you don't want to use your nail. You want to kind of roll the pad down a little bit. See how you can see how I'm pulling that pad down. Pull it down a little bit, and then grab and pull the rest off. It will slide off. If you use your nail and you have long nails or sharp nails, you might split, because there is a hole here. You don't want to make that hole bigger or split down the side. Do you want to use this pad over again if you're taking it off to put on something else, or if you're exchanging it? I mean, if it's old, obviously you're going to throw it away, but let's just try to be careful with that. Let's put the AirTech back in, as this is the original pad for this frame. And what I will note in the description, because I don't have it on hand, is there is an Oakley pair that has a enclosed nose pad arm that actually connects from both ends. Now that particular model from Oakley, you will only be able to use the AirTech nose pad. If you're on the website and you type in the name in the search box, you'll get the suggestion for that frame. Obviously, it's only going to be the suggestion for the AirTech and not the AirTech sock. Whereas if you have a frame that may have an open end here, and its only connection to the frame is here, the nose pad arm is this teardrop fully enclosed piece with the hollow center, well then you're going to get an option of either putting on the AirTech or AirTech sock, so you can choose what you want to do. Only in that Oakley pair that I'm going to mention, like I said in the description, that is the only pair, I don't know if there's one or two, that you can only use the AirTech. Otherwise, you have more options, and definitely try this out. You might like the AirTech sock. This is a little bit newer. These are the traditional pads. If you have something that's similar to the AirTech, I know there's people out there that have a similar opening. Maybe the opening isn't quite as wide as the AirTech nose pad arm, or it could be wider. Just give us an email, give us a ring, or email us and ask us if we have something for you, or if we can give you an option. Sometimes these pads will work in place of what you have, or we have some other suggestions. And unfortunately, some of those suggestions mean contacting the manufacturer. But as for this is concerned, this was for AirTech nose pads and AirTech sock. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and we'll come back with more. We got System 3 to talk about, and of course some other oddballs out there. But stay tuned, and hope to see you again. Thanks.